everyone. Welcome in. It's Tom's Corner. I'm Brian Hawkins with Tom Persky. And, Tom, we have a guest this morning, don't we?
We do.
Today, you want to talk about the elf.
The elf, right. Yeah. And before I introduce my guest, I just wanted to tell a little bit of a story that we talked about being at 1871, the technology startups in Chicago at the Merchandise Mart, for the Loud Steps program we talked about last week. Mm-hmm. And while I was there, I bumped in, I turned around the corner and I saw this orange, it looked like a little orange car, and somebody said, "That's a bicycle." Well, I about died because I was so excited, and I turned around and there's Anthony. So Anthony, welcome to the program.
Thanks, Tom. Glad to be here.
Anthony Vitaliano.
Right,
and,
and
tell us a little bit about your involvement in this new electric bicycle that is kind of blowing everybody's mind here.
Yeah, sure. So I'm an entrepreneur, business guy. I'm working out of 1871, working on various different projects, but one of them was bringing the Elf, which is a pedal and solar powered bike, to Chicago. Currently working with the CEO. They're manufactured in Durham, North Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah, and I thought it would be, I like to do things that are very innovative and different and that help, society and people.
Right.
So I thought this was a great vehicle, that would draw some interest. And it was so nice to be able to kind of bump into you at 1871 just by chance, and that's what goes on at 1871. You never know who you're going to connect with.
Exactly. Well, I'm a big bicycle enthusiast. I lost my ability to drive a car when I was 25, and so through my 30s and 40s and 50s, I used the bicycle not only for recreation, but just to get places. And one thing I always thought about would be really cool would be have a bicycle that I could take to the store and had a big trunk.
Yeah.
And when you told me the new Elf has all these capabilities, maybe you can describe more of what the bicycle is like.
Yeah, I think, the bike itself has a shelf for protection, which is really unique. It's really a design that was 4 years in the making. Rob Carter, the CEO, had a vision, and there's a lot of engineering that went into this vehicle. Like I said, 4 years before they were able to get the actual kind of first prototype done. And since then, they've manufactured about 500 of these vehicles, and primarily are being sold in North Carolina area. But now they're looking to expand, and so part of my relationship with Organic Transit is really to bring the Elf to Chicago.
Right.
And, expand. Hopefully, interested in creating an assembly hub here so that they're actually manufactured here.
We would love to have that. And, of course, we had so many of our staff and employees here who are legally blind.
Unbelievable.
Who maybe could drive before, some that couldn't drive at all, actually climb into the Elf. And it's not like a regular bicycle seat. It's like almost like a recumbent bicycle where you're sitting in like a regular chair, and then your feet are out in front of you on the pedals.
Right.
And so you can pedal or it has a throttle. It has brakes. It has LED headlights. Mm-hmm. It's got tail lights, turn signals. It's got the horn. Everybody likes
that a car has.
The horn. Everything. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Bluetooth capabilities, so you can actually mount your iPhone right there on the handlebars if you need GPS or you want to play some music while you're going.
That's right.
But it really feels like you're sitting like in a car, and then you can, as I was saying, you can pedal, or you can use the motor, or you do a little bit of both. Like I was using the motor, and then I was synchronizing the motor with my pedals so I could feel I got my heart rate up a little bit, but I wasn't like killing myself.
That's right. Yeah, and that's the beauty of the Elf. Yeah.
So seniors could use this, right?
Yes.
Because you don't have to balance. It's actually a three-wheeled vehicle.
Correct.
So seniors don't have to climb up on a bicycle anymore.
That's right. Yeah. So it gives people a lot of mobility that really had none prior to this. And of course the visually impaired. Today we were demonstrating it today, and the reaction is just amazing.
Yeah.
It's just wonderful to see.
And I think people got all of a sudden the freedom and the independence. So, wow, you mean I could, go to the store? It goes up to 20 miles. And, of course, they like the speed. When you push it on the throttle, it goes 20 miles an hour. And so they were yelling out some whoops and screaming, and as they felt that freedom. But I think the independence,
sure.
I always say that when if I could, just some days just get on the vehicle and go over to the Jewel and get some milk or whatever.
Yeah,
just
not
to
have to ask somebody to take you. Yeah.
And that's the hardest thing. Or Sunday morning, I want to go to the bakery, or, just the normal things that come in life that we've all, who can't drive anymore, have been taken from us.
Right.
And that's really going to be interesting. And I think retirement communities is going to be another big area, too.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Yeah. So we're glad to form a partnership, and it'd be great if we could be involved in somehow in getting some jobs for people. That's our mission here for the visually impaired.
Yeah, and I'm so glad to be able to be a part of that. And you do such wonderful work here. I'm a native of Chicago, grew up just born and raised down the street from here. So, it's my neighborhood. And it's funny how things kind of circle back.
All the
way back. Yeah, so it's just wonderful the work that you do here also.
Now, if you're Italian, does everybody come from Taylor Street?
Well, I think so. At least we like to think so, right? Even if you don't, I think people say, I'm from Taylor Street.
Right? Yeah. Well, I've been living in Taylor Street since I moved back to Chicago. I lived in Arizona for 13 years, and I think I'm the only SKI on the mailbox in my neighborhood. So I guess they let one Polish guy in.
They did, okay.
So,
right.
Well, how
thanks
much
for coming? Yeah, Brian, do you have any questions?
Yeah, I just want to know what Elf retail for.
Well, it's got a base price of around $6,000.
Okay.
You can get it financed, just like a car. So financing is available. So it's going to be very affordable if someone wants to purchase one.
I already calculated about $170 a month.
Yeah.
If you did 3 years, or probably
and
a little bit more.
I think they'll go more than that, too. So maybe 4 or 5.
Well, I'm in the market for a car, but with the car prices, this is looking pretty good to me right now.
Yeah.
No license plates, right?
No gas.
No insurance.
Exactly.
It's a bicycle, so that's what's really cool about it. Right?
Yeah, and the beauty is, Brian, is that you can take it at more places than you can drive a car. Because if you want to take it to the park, you can take it on the bike it right up on the lakefront.
You did talk to the city about that, didn't you?
Yeah. So I've met with CDOT, we've got clearance on everything. It is classified as a bicycle, so you're able to wheel it up on a sidewalk to park it there. Anywhere a bike can be parked, you can park the Elf.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That looks really good. Now, it's available now, so you can order it through the Lighthouse, or
you can actually. I'm kind of like on the business development side, helping Organic Transit really kind of get into the marketplace here. So, if somebody would like to order one, they can contact me, and I would kind of help assist, in working with the factory to describe, different features. They can demo it through me. So anything, because most people are going to want to ride it and test it before purchasing. So it's the only one in Chicago and probably within, a few 100 miles of anywhere. So I'm going to be working very closely with Tom. And
so I think we'll probably have like a demonstration day maybe on a Saturday.
Absolutely. We could set up so that, anybody that's interested in Chicago that wants to come by and take a look at it, it's going to be, we'll see about keeping it here for a long time so that it's actually housed here. And that would be great because I know everybody wants to ride it.
So take it for a spin.
We'll have video on our YouTube channel.
Oh, that'll be good.
Currently, there is a video. It's called Rise of the Elf, and it's on YouTube.
I didn't know.
So if you go on YouTube and just on the search do Rise of the Elf, you'll see a nice video of the CEO and people's comments.
Okay, awesome.
But we will soon. Luke's already downstairs
editing.
Yeah, he's editing. Yeah. So we should be having our own video. So you go to youtube.com and then do CHI Lighthouse, and you'll see all of our videos of all of our technology. Yeah. So thanks again, Anthony.
All right.
And we'll,
Tom,
I'm sure,
thank you.
be meeting
again.
It's been
great. Thank you very much.
All right. Road shows?
We have September 10th is coming up for Vernon Hills. And then September 15th, we're looking forward to our Schaumburg show, which is one of our most popular shows. And that is Tuesday, September 15th. Again, it starts at 10 o'clock to 3 o'clock. It's an open house. It's free, open to the public, where we have over 200 different technology products and independent living aids on display. All of our staff will be there to help. If you have someone in your family who has vision loss, they can come and see what's new. And we may have the elf there that day. I'll have to announce that later. So thanks, Brian.
All right, the elf, electric, light, and fun. Thanks, Mr. Vitaliano, for coming in and talking about it. He's Tom Persky. I'm Brian Hawkins. This is The Beacon.